My name is Christopher Wanda Sareme, and I'm a documentary photographer and filmmaker working on a project called Niger Delta Stories with the aim of reshaping the bad narrative about the Niger Delta. And in 2022, I directed my first ever documentary film titled Mama Palm Oil in Bayelsa State, Nigeria. It was a great experience. I had the opportunity to work with an amazing cast and a wonderful crew. And we were able to create something beautiful that we could show to the world and be proud of. As at that time in 2022, I was just a documentary photographer, so I didn't know anything about filmmaking. I was very inexperienced, but I knew that I wanted to tell a story that is not just important to me, but important to the people of my region, the Niger Delta. I work with an amazing and wonderful DP, Chop Films, who is also my brother, and we're able to have an understanding, a deep understanding of the story we're trying to tell and the message we're trying to pass across. That understanding of the vision and the message we're trying to pass across help us to work together and create something very, very nice that we could show to the world. For this project, because of limited funds, I also worked with a very, very small team, and it was everybody's first time of working on something like this. But because of our understanding and unity, we're able to work together throughout this project, and I'm very proud of the results. Behind the scenes of the Mama Palm Oil film.
Yes, so Niger Delta Mama.
Yes, the beautiful Mama. So this is the behind the scenes with Mama, and you guys can see that she's very energetic. She has strength, like Mama the motivator.
Wow.
Mama the...
For how many years? Mama G. Mama General.
Look, I can feel it,
Thank you, my son.
Mama
Thank
the
you.
Mama. In the Niger Delta region, for many years, we've been seen as just militants, violent people that rely on crude oil, and we're trying to create or tell a story that is going to reshape that narrative and to show a new perspective of who the Niger Delta people are. So with Mama Palm Oil, our project was to show that our people are resilient people, strong people, diligent people, hardworking, creative, people that don't rely on crude oil or on violence to survive. Let me see. Mama Palm Oil, as she's often called in our town, in our community, is a woman that's been doing the palm oil business for many years. I'm talking about a decade or over a decade. And she has been using that business to train her children, to take care of her family, to build a house, to train them to school, and to do a lot of things. And with our business that she started, she's inspired other people to look at that business and see it as something that they can also do to take care of their families and, work hard and not rely on anything from the government, right? So using her and working with her as our main character, we're able to show the strength of our people. We're able to show that out of nothing we can create something. We're able to show that we don't rely on anybody when we are faced with difficulties or challenges. Whether the economy is high or is low, we're able to do something with what God has blessed us in our land. Palm oil is a natural resource in the Niger Delta region in abundance, but it is sad that it has been wasted or it's not invested in properly. But then the people in these communities that do it, the production of this palm oil, the crude method for producing it, are people that they've been relying on this business as a source of income for many years. So using Mama Palm Oil and working with her, we're able to dive deep into the story of the palm oil production business, the relevance to the people of the Niger Delta, and what it has done in the lives of our people and the economy of Nigeria at large. Shooting the Mama Palm Oil film was a wonderful experience. We were in the community for about 5 days during the shoot. The first day we did for the aerial didn't work out because Mama was not around and she came back in the evening. We had to do B-rolls first. So we did B-rolls for about 3 days during the production, where we had our family throughout the production, from the cutting of the banga, down to the boiling of it, everything basically that happened during that 3 days, we're able to document it. The film contains the whole process of palm oil production. The film contains how Mama is able to do it, right from getting it from the people that climb the tree to cut it, because those are very important people to the production of palm oil. That the people that risk their lives to go up high in the tree and cut it, and we get it down for production in the communities. So we're there with her throughout that process. We saw the bond she has with her family. We saw how resilient she is. Whether it is raining or it's shining, the sun is scorching, this woman is working hard. She's trying to meet up with demand. We're able to talk with the children throughout this period. We're able to hear from them what they think about their mother and what she has used this business to achieve. She recounted to us how she has used this business to build a house that she's currently staying in, how she has used it to train her children to school. She has children that are now graduates, and some of our children are now doing the same business with her. So you can see the generational impact it has. Instead of relying on money from somebody from anywhere, we have people in the Niger Delta that are working very hard And Mama is just a symbol or an epitome of the story we are trying to tell. So she was a very good fit for the Mama Palm Oil film, and the first film we could bring out to reshape the narrative of the Niger Delta. So the cast for this Mama Palm Oil film was Mama and her children, and some other supporting roles like the person cutting the banga, who we agreed with before we started shooting the film. And it was very interesting because I had built a relationship with them prior to that time, so it was easier for us to communicate and understand each other. Also, I knew the process of palm oil production because I had done it with them before on the photography project, before this film project, and it was very, very nice to, go through that process again and take my DP through what I had experienced. So yeah, communicating with them and working with the cast was quite easier because, like I said, I built a relationship with them prior to that time. Now for the crew, our crew was a very, very small crew because of no budget, yes. I had to spend money from my pocket, but the crew were people that we understand what this project meant to us. And it was, most of them, it was their first time ever doing something like this, right? So we had to just work together with a very deep understanding of what we're trying to achieve. We had Chop Prince, who is my DP, and my brother, an amazing DP and cinematographer. We had Oluchi, we had Kenneth, Precious, Clinton. We we had Miracle. We had people that these guys are young guys. People that are just aspiring to do something to make a difference and to make an impact. So when they saw this opportunity or this thing to work on, they just dived in. This is Chris Sonda here, the director of the Mama Palm Oil film. So I want to show you the crew. Before the crew, let me just show you this our crew. This is our little crew. Hey guys, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. We have our DP here, the baddest filmmaker in town. Here we have Precious Man. This guy has been so amazing, supporting us. Yeah, so guys, this is Clinton. Yeah, Clinton has been amazing, man, supporting us from day one. That's my guys. Tari, give us dance moves. Let's go. FCT. This is our guy that helped us with the sound at the beginning of the day. Shout out to our bro. Yeah, what's up, bro? Say hi. Yeah. Despite how beautiful the experience was to shoot Mama Palm Oil film and the result of the film at the end of the day, during the process of executing that project, it was not easy and there were difficulties and challenges along the journey. So one of the challenges we faced during the shoot of Mama Palm Oil film was lack of funds. We had to use some part of my savings to do that, which was not even a lot of money as at that time. And we wanted to first of all shoot it at 4K, with a 4K camera, but we couldn't afford that. So we had to use my brother's Canon 77D, which is a 1080p camera. We are grateful for the results, but at first, like I said, we wanted to shoot it at 4K, but because of lack of funds, we couldn't do that. Also, all the equipment we used, except for the camera, was borrowed. We had people like Body Visuals, Junior Adi, borrowing us their microphone, their tripod, their stand, and things that we needed, like lights, to be able to, shoot the Mama Palm Oil film. So yeah, we got help from people, but at first it was really difficult to have, the funds to, if we had to rent all those things. For example, Temple gave us his drone. My brother Temple gave us his drone, to use during that 5 days, without even paying him, and that was a great help to our film. If we were to rent all that, we know how much we would have spent to make this film happen. So yes, lack of funds is a major issue. Another issue we had was that shooting a documentary, most times you shoot the A-roll first to guide you to shoot the B-roll. On the first day that we were supposed to do the A-roll interviews with Mama, she wasn't around, she forgot, and she went to that community to buy palm oil. So that actually interrupted our shoot, and it didn't really give us a good start at the beginning. But I thank God that on the second day we were able to find our foot and we were able to catch up from where we started from. And then we shot B-roll first instead of the A-roll. So people that know filmmaking understand what I'm saying. It was quite difficult to make that happen because of palm oil production is not something that we could easily just repeat again. It follows a process. So we went to the B-roll first, hoping that with our idea, with the story we're trying to tell, that each B-roll will be able to match up with our A-roll at the end of the day. And then we shot A-roll on the last day of the shoot. And we're grateful that we're able to sync everything together in post-production. Another major challenge we had was people around us and the mentality of those that were in our community when we're shooting. Now, in shooting in Nigeria, a film in Nigeria is quite more complex than it is, in another place. You face so many challenges like harassment, So one day my brother was flying the drone, and then some boys came and they gathered him, and it was just a very confusing thing at first. But I'm grateful to God for how He helped us to maneuver that situation and overcome it. And funny enough, most of those people that did that as at that time, they're my guys now. In fact, in a flooding documentary I did in 2022 to raise funds to help flood victims, one of them even appeared in my documentary, and most of them helped me with executing most of the documentary projects I did during the flood period and in reaching out to flood victims. So the point is that at first it was a very difficult situation. The harassment, people coming and saying, we will seize this thing from you, we will seize that from you. After so many, minutes of explaining what we're trying to do, we're able to reach an agreement together and build a relationship that later on, became something that could help me in the long run and even help them too. Another major challenge was communicating our idea to people in the community. Already, like I said, we already built a relationship with Mama Palm Oil and the family, but then people in this community, a lot of people didn't really understand what we're trying to do. And you see people coming to say, give me money, do this, and you have a little budget and you don't have the money to do that. So you have to explain and explain and explain, and Mama has to come in and say, no, this person is a good person, this is my friend, please don't treat them like that. So we had people coming in and it was really hard to explain it to them at first. So we had someone that would use language to explain to them, pidgin, but we thank God that we're able to overcome that challenge of language barrier and miscommunication and misunderstanding of what we're trying to do in their community. One more major challenge we had was inexperience. We had inexperience because it was my first time ever directing a film. In fact, that was my filmmaking debut. I would say filmmaking debut. It was my first time ever directing a film, and I had to go to YouTube, to watch a lot of videos. But I'm blessed to have my DP Choppings. He doesn't like me to talk about him a lot, but he was there to work with me, and then he was already a videographer and filmmaker before I started it. So at least working with him, we're able to figure out compositions, lighting, and things we agreed on that we wanted to tell the story. So mine was majorly having the vision and directing it the way I wanted the story to be told and bringing everybody that were involved to make it happen. But my DP was someone that had knowledge about videography before, so we're able to work together to actually overcome that inexperience. That's the good part. MC! During the process of shooting Mama Palm Oil, I learned so much, and I grew as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, right, as a creative. In that process, I learned the value of working with the right people. You may have a very small team, even an inexperienced team, but if you are working with the right people with the right mindset and the right energy, whatever you are doing, you can achieve it. The people I worked with, though inexperienced, though young, but very, very passionate about doing something to make a difference. These people understood my mission. They understood the vision of the Mama Palm Oil film. I didn't have to beg anybody to wake up in the morning. In fact, some of them were calling me in the morning, where are you now? Let's come and meet up with you. And they were coming from different distances, So, I learned the value of working with the right people, no matter how small the team is. Having a past record of good or having a good personality, can help you in whatever you're doing. Before then, I built a relationship with Mama Palm Oil and her family. I've done the photography project prior to that time with them, and I minted some of those works as NFTs. And every time I made a sale, I came back to Mama to give her some part of the money. And she trusted me. She knew that this guy cannot just come and use me to do something and go away. We built a relationship with the family. I've been close to the family already. So coming there and shooting was easier for me and my DP and the crew because we already knew that these people trusted us, right, with their story to tell to the world, right? So yeah, building a relationship, having a good past record, having a good personality and a good mindset and a good motive at the end of the day will help you in your own film when you are shooting. I also learned the value of collaboration and partnership. Like I said at the beginning, we didn't have the funds to get all the equipment we needed, but we had friends that were able to borrow us those equipments like Body Visuals, Junior Adi. We had people come together to say, we want to support you to do this, and they helped us to achieve it. So partnership and collaboration with the right people that understand your vision can really help you. I also learned that a bad situation can turn to a good one, like in the case of the harassment, and the intimidation at the beginning of the shoot of the film. Later on, we had a relationship that most of those guys helped me later on, months later during the flood, and we'll still build the relationship together for another video I even did later on that year. So any bad situation you have during your shoot doesn't have to end badly. If you have the right mindset and you trust God, you can actually achieve something even from that situation and build a relationship in the long run. I also learned something that inexperience is not an excuse to do something. Some people are scared of trying something new because they don't have the experience or the knowledge enough to do it. In my own case, I knew that, okay, this is something that is going to be daring and is going to try me. right? I didn't have much knowledge of filmmaking, but I knew that I wanted to tell a story that is very, very important. I knew I had limited funds. I knew there were so many challenges I will go through over the course of executing that project. But one thing I didn't let to interfere with this project was the lack of experience. I had the enthusiasm, I had the passion, I had the vision in mind. But while the lack of experience was there, I went to YouTube to go and learn, to just pick some information from different sources and different places that I could use to start my journey as a filmmaker. So I didn't let that to affect me. So most people, they allow that to affect them. But what you can do is get as little information as you can get, and with what you have gotten, use it in that project you want to do. And over time, you will get better. If I were to shoot a film right now again, and that documentary film, it will be far better than what we did last year. Why? Because of we've learned from that experience, and in fact, from that inexperience, we're able to build experience that will help us to become better filmmakers and better storytellers along our journey. Also, we had our beautiful mom supporting us during these shoots. Each time we came back home with the crew, we ate. She made sure that she cooked for us, made sure that everybody was happy during the shoot. And thank God the proximity to where we were shooting is not so far. So yeah, we're able to, come back home, rest. My mom cooks, we eat, we go back to our shoot. So that was also good, having my mom supporting our journey. After shooting Mama Palm Oil film, months later, we knew that we wanted to share this story with the world. And the first way we wanted to share this story was by doing a physical premiere. First, the budget for this premiere was quite intimidating, but we're grateful to God, for providing all the funds we needed. In fact, as at 11 p.m. that day of the premiere, we didn't owe any single vendor. We premiered our short documentary in January 2023 to a crowd of overflow of people at our chosen venue, Azaki Library in Bayelsa State, Nigeria. For the premiere, we had 5 sponsors and about over 20 partners for the event who believed in our vision and supported us in achieving it. In fact, one of our major sponsors was the notable king in the Niger Delta region, His Royal Majesty King Bubara Dakolo. He helped us and supported us, and even on the day of the event, he couldn't come, but he requested and asked another very notable king, King Dr. Timi Odikeme, who came and supported us in our event and gave a very, very touching speech that moved everybody. And even after the event, he gave us a Blackmagic production camera, 4K camera, which was a gift to us and to the project we are doing because he believed in our vision. So the whole journey of the premiere was a very, very beautiful thing to see and to experience. People that were there shared their story, their encounters at Niger Delta. They were able to support us. People came willingly without. We had brands that were giving out gifts, giving out things for free. Brands were cutting out prices for us, which helped us with our budget at the end of the day. We're able to work with people that believed in our vision, that took like 50% of their pay normally to be able to support us to achieve this. And I want to say thank you to every single person. I'm so grateful to His Royal Majesty King Dr. Timi Odikeme of Puerto Kingdom for helping us and supporting us. I'm very grateful to His Royal Majesty King Bubara Dakolo of Ekpetiama Kingdom, who supported us right before the project, the premiere of this film, and during the premiere of this film. I'm grateful to my Concast Solution Company. I'm grateful to Golic World. I'm grateful to Tamak Travel and Tours Company. I'm grateful to our anonymous sponsor, who is a pastor. I'm grateful to everybody that supported us in achieving this dream, and to every partner that helped us to achieve that premiere. We're saying thank you. God bless you. I'm grateful to my crew and my cast that helped us to achieve this dream at the end of the day. My partner for the premiere of this documentary film was Nomo, my friend, our colleague. She's an amazing person. She helped me with planning this premiere. We came together to reach out to everybody that presented in our event. She helped me throughout that process, going to different potential sponsors, having meetings with them. We're able to plan this thing together. At the end of the day, we're proud of the outcome. She was present all through, and she helped me to execute this premiere. I'm grateful to my beautiful and amazing mom, my family that helped us achieve this dream. I'm grateful to everybody that came to the premiere and that was present, all the partners, in fact, everybody that presented music, drama, dance, because our event was a mixture of these different genres to give people a feel of the Niger Delta. It was a very beautiful thing to see. I was grateful to Azaki Library that helped us, to host this event in their venue, their very beautiful location. And thank you so much to everybody that has watched this film and supported us in every way possible. I'm grateful to Mama Palm Oil and her family for helping us to achieve this vision. The Mama Palm Oil film project helped me a lot, and one of the major ways it helped me was boosting my faith. It taught me that if we can do something with so little resources, very little funds, with inexperience, in fact, with a very small crew and cast, if we could achieve what we achieved with Mama Palm Oil film, despite all the limitations, it means that if a bigger budget is committed to me as a director or my team, we can even do better and bigger things together. So I've learned a lot from the Mama Palm Oil film. I've grown as a filmmaker. From that point to now, I've shot a few more documentaries. I've done travel films around the Niger Delta region, which are reshaping the bad narrative about our region, and I've had so much experience from that point to now. And there's so much more to come. I'm working with my DP for more projects. We have so many things to do with the Niger Delta region to show the beauty of our region. Like I say always, we are not all militants or violent people. There's beauty in our land, in our people, and in our culture. And at least for the next 5 to 10 years, we're not going to stop. We'll keep doing what we can, one step at a time, with God's grace and God's help to be able to achieve whatever dream we set out to achieve. I'm also very, very grateful to God, the most important person that helped us to achieve this dream, because none of it would be possible without the help of God. I'm grateful, and I want to say thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Niger Delta Stories continues in 2024, and we have so much bigger things to do by the grace of God. So yeah, one love, stay wonderful. God bless.